He can set the table. And we're watching two of the elite teams, Chris, go head-to-head. This one's going to be terrific.
We all know to be the best, you got to beat the best. Both of these teams are focused tonight.
So Golden State will get the first possession. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Offense and defense with Durant and Draymond at the 3 and the 4. The sharpshooters Curry and Thompson are at the 1 and the 2. And it's McGee in at the center, locking down the middle. The shot by Thompson, no good. Ariza outside. Dishes to LeBron. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And James is used to scoring through contact. Doesn't matter what the D throws at him.
Curry kicks to Thompson. McGee is screen on Harden. Over in the corner, Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Green's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Capella, the pass to Harden. The shot misses.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Curry can't get it to go. On defense, the Warriors. LeBron with it. Now Green defending. And here's Harden for 3. Another miss by Harden.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
The best laid plans, right? Well, I tell you right there, though, that's one they'll take every single time.
Capella dishes to Ariza. Offensive rebound. That one, no good.
No flow to their offense at all yet. I mean, just 1 for 5 from the floor to start the game.
Harden against Thompson. Back to Curry. Green with a screen on James. 6 on the shot clock. And again, no good by Golden State. The Rockets have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Paul kicks to Ariza. Over Durant. Ariza with another miss.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time.
Oh, a good open look, and he sprays it home from 3.
Floats it up for James. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden.
Cheap turnover. You got to make sure your target's ready for the pass before you let it go.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Curry kicks to Thompson. Green with a screen for Thompson. Baseline try. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Oh, that's just a good decision right there by Clay. Gets a little space, takes it himself.
Paul passes to Harden. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Oh, they lean on him for a big portion of their scoring with a good reason.
Harden against Thompson. Pass to Durant. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Oh, man, that's the type of play that gets a player and his teammates fired up. Durant gets the contact and still finds a way to hit the shot.
And when you watch Kevin Durant, perhaps the most astounding thing about him, C-Web, is just how easy he puts up points. He does it in a number of ways, and sometimes it's quiet, and sometimes it's gigantic and loud. But, you know, Chris, the points are always there for him.
Well, look, he's going to go down as one of the best scorers ever to play. I mean, it's kind of strange to say that Durant gets overlooked in his ability to score by some. But I'm not sure if we'll ever see another player like Durant for quite some time. Well, it had been a little bit of a bumpy ride for Mike D'Antoni before coming to Houston. He had underwhelming results in New York and LA before taking time off from coaching, but he's found great success since coming back with the Rockets.
There's a good screen. Harden with it, and Curry picks him up defensively, and the rejection by Curry.
He keeps battling, but so far this quarter, he hasn't been able to get it going.
And Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Durant. And when the Rockets hired Mike D'Antoni, there wasn't a lot of fanfare. But this has turned out to be one of the best fits in his coaching career. In fact, he was the NBA Coach of the Year last season.
Yeah, you never know how a coach will mesh with the team, and D'Antoni has fit in perfectly here. He made some changes early on and has the Rockets as a great offensive powerhouse. Even has the team playing some defense. I mean, something his teams have never been known for.
Thompson outside. He kicks to Durant. Fires the three. Another three for Golden State.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Screen by Capella. Paul kicks to Capella. He dishes it to Harden. And there's the feed to Ariza. Off target from outside. Warriors leading by 8. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. To the inside. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Curry on the wing. Takes the three. Rockets with the rebound.
Some very slack defending. Playing with fire to leave him that open beyond the arc.
Paul kicks to James. Harden against Thompson. Stolen by Thompson. Over Harden. Nice shot by Thompson. Thompson's got 9.
Well, it's nice to have an option like him every time down the court.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Rockets trail by 10. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Well, and you hear about the Warriors having, an unfair amount of talent. I mean, it's a little bit of truth to that. This roster's stacked when you look at 2 MVPs, the heart and soul of guys like Draymond Green and Andre Iguodala. When you look at a sharpshooter like a Thompson, I mean, of course, those guys can play. Still, 4 All-Stars on the team has happened plenty of times in the past, but I would beg to differ that is, misleading because I don't know if the 4 players were individually as good as some of the guys on this team.
Golden State moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Back to McGee. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Ariza with it. Guarded now by Durant. Ariza with the bucket. Chris, other teams with 4 All-Stars that you referred to, Pistons in the mid-2000s, and even more recently the 2014 Atlanta Hawks. Still, the Warriors, 4 All-Stars, hard to match.
Yeah, and part of it is that for the Warriors, the 4 for the Warriors are all NBA-level talents. I mean, we're used to seeing 2-3 megastars on the team, but 4 legit all NBA-level players, that's rare, even from a historical perspective.
There's the pick. Paul with the 3. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. McGee with the block. Thompson dishes to Curry. Back to Thompson. McGee a screen. Here's Curry with the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist in this one. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The shot's good from Paul. Warriors leading by 9. Outside Curry. Green, the screen. Here's Thompson. They kick it out to Green. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Oh, that's a brutal giveaway. A pass to no man's land.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for the Warriors. The Rockets shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Floats it up for James. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And as successful as LeBron James has been, a max contract, all the endorsements, everything else, he's made his mark with his philanthropy.
Well, Kevin, my favorite part about LeBron is what he's done off the court. I mean, $2.5 million to the Muhammad Ali Museum. Think about this. This might be one of the greatest philanthropic moves, in my opinion, by an athlete. $40 million to pay for the college tuition of 1,000 Ohio school children. I mean, he's affecting the world in ways much larger than basketball.
First free throw is good.
LeBron continues to add to his legacy, a dominant player on both ends of the floor.
And James drills them both. Well, Chris, NBA players will go around to every arena at least once in a season. Does each arena have its own feel and look? And how does that impact players when they play on the floor? A depth perception from the basket to the last row. They've told me that every building feels different. Is that true?
Yeah, every building does feel different, but because every player is different, you know, it just depends on which guy and which arena. You know, I used to love Portland because it was dark in Portland and it felt warm in there. I don't know why. I mean, I can't really even explain that well, but yeah. I used to love playing in Portland. And I know some guys that have an arena that is bright, or they just love getting there, or maybe they just love that city. So a lot of times, I tell you what arena I really loved, and it was the first time I went to Boston Garden, because I just sat and I stretched on the floor probably for the longest of any game, because I sat there and I touched the parquet floor and I got to look up at all the banners, and I, kind of reading the banners there and who played there and what year they won, and tried to remember that team. And so in some arenas it's just special because who's performed there and who's been there before you, and so every arena has a different feel.
That's a great answer. And the first one drops.
Has the NBA ever seen a more dominant athlete than LeBron James? He's the quickest player on the floor at any given time and the strongest, just one of a kind.
And James drills them both. And LeBron so strong finishing. He's complained that maybe, Chris, he's not getting the foul calls he deserves.
I mean, he's so powerful. The officials don't always notice kind of the little stuff. I mean, you almost need to tackle him to prevent him from the and-one.
McGee is screen on Capella. Green passes to McGee. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And the Warriors lead by 10.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And Chris, many thought that after the Rockets let Dwight Howard go, they would have a slight rebuilding phase. Turns out they were just reloading and were a surprise contender last season.
Well, they did sneak up on some teams with how well they played early on. Front office did a great job retooling the team, great coaching job. But now with Paul in the mix, they're one of the scariest teams, at least on paper, in the league.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Kevon Looney comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Iguodala in for Durant. Harden kicks to LeBron. Second chance shot, and it's blocked. And they'll keep possession. And the basket by Harden.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Livingston kicks to Curry. They set the pick. Curry on the wing for three. That's in, and that's his fourth basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And it's happening at both ends, trying to end this thing before it begins.
Pass to Paul. Capella sets a screen for Paul. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
Wow. Wasted possession. Thanks to what should have been a simple pass.
Nene, he's checked in for the Rockets. Warriors leading by 11. Outside Curry. From outside the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. And that's 15 points for Steph Curry. Iguodala with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Now here's Livingston, guarded by Harden. Shoots from 14, and it's Golden State with another.
Oh, such a terrific defender. Iguodala jump-starting that fast break.
Paul with the ball. Nene outside. Passes it to Harden. Will it go? And he's good on the three ball. Harden's got 11 points.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Green dishes to Iguodala. Green, the screen. Iguodala, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
James, the pass to Harden. Green with the block.
And there's the standout D of Green again. Excellent at utilizing his length to turn away shots.
Looney with the bucket.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Nene, the screen. Paul kicks to Harden. Feeds to LeBron. And another three for Houston.
Now, James loves pulling up immediately off the pass. You can't give him any breathing room, even when the pass is coming his way.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And Chris, when you see Harden coming down the lane at you, there is a very short list of players who can instill that much fear. Pretty much him, Westbrook and LeBron. Each have their own style, and Harden's might be the most refined of all of them.
Well, that's why he gets to the line so much. Speed, his handles, his ability to pull back on the three, his Euro step. When Harden gets going downhill like that, you just don't have an answer.
Shot clock at 5. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Nene. Gordon dishes to Paul. Gordon with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Shot clock at 6. Paul for 3. And another 3 for Houston.
And Paul has a beautiful stroke from deep. A gifted shooter who drains perimeter shots with consistency.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. That one drops for him.
And jumping out like this, man, you automatically start thinking blowout.
Well, yeah, they've set an aggressive tone early. The trick is maintaining this momentum. It's easy to get complacent.
Outside Gordon. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back to the action after this word. And the basketball bloodlines of Klay Thompson. He tells us how his father and brother have become so involved with his success.
Dad always watches more film than me. And I watch film too. Not saying I don't. But
Yeah, it's great to have that blend of support and competitiveness around you really your whole life.
Yeah, you can try to put a little something over on your coaches from time and again, even your teammates maybe, but family, they'll check you every time.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control here.
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
Well, and not only in terms of building the lead, but now the defense has to extend itself. That leads to other opportunities.
Harden and Gordon teaming up in the backcourt. Nene is out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Ariza in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Off target with his 3. Warriors leading by 9. Young outside. Kicks it to Livingston. The dish to Durant. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. 6 points for Kevin Durant.
And when Durant is looking to score off the catch like that, there isn't a lot you can do as a defender.
Nene, the screen, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
I think you'll probably see more arguments on those illegal screen calls than just about any other play, maybe the charge call, but guys never think they were moving.
Shoots from 14. That one misses. And it's Houston the other way. Ariza outside. He feeds it to Harden. Nene, the screen. Harden the pass to Nene. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Look at the intensity of Nene, one of the strongest guys in the game. Phenomenal at scoring the ball inside.
Young, a screen on Harden. Here's Livingston, and Young kicks to Durant. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Here's Bell, and he overshot that one, missing.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
Now, here's Tucker. He's guarded closely. Nene, the screen. With his first shot attempt, Tucker can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 10. Here's Thompson on the money from 12 feet away. Thompson's got 11 points.
Getting that shot off quickly, Thompson can do so without needing any space.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Timeout called, the Rockets. And Chris, we know you are always trying to connect with our fans over social media. We have a question for you sent in by a viewer who asks, Chris, if you weren't a basketball player, what other profession do you think you may have pursued?
Wow. Well, I used to want to be a wrestler and and other guys like that. But no, my mother was a teacher, and I always was with her in school. And I think, I love kids and hanging around kids. So it would definitely be something where I'm instructing kids. I don't know if it would be school or if it would be a gym teacher or if it would be working with kids in some type of way. But I definitely would want to work with kids.
I can see you as a teacher. Like if you were a wrestler, like what would your name be? Like would you be like the Flash?
Yeah. Oh man,
like, what name
it
would
was
you
some terrible
have?
names back there. Junkyard Dog, Coco Beware, Ultimate Warrior, Superfly Snooker. I know I gave my name back. I gave myself a name back in there. I don't know. I'd have to figure out first what my persona was. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I don't know. I have to think about that one. But I'm too skinny, man. I really got broken up in that ring. Though. I know that for sure. So I think I made the right decision.
It's Harden with the drive, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And last season, Harden just put up some incredible numbers all across the board. His assists were league leading, which nobody saw coming. He didn't have a big drop in his own scoring, even as he was creating so much more for others.
The Rockets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And with Harden, as you said, Chris, nobody saw his assist totals coming except maybe his coach, Mike D'Antoni, one of the Coach of the Year candidates, certainly all season long with what he did in that 55-win Rockets season. When Harden heard what his coach expected, Chris, he laughed it off.
Yeah, and part of it was this system, but Harden he found his groove. I mean, you think about just the seasons he's had. He's just played incredible, and he's going to have to bring those turnover numbers down. Not used to playing with the ball or not used to being in that position that much. Expect the turnover numbers to come down this season.
Thompson outside. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Rockets making a change here. James is checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Iguodala's checked in. Now here's Livingston. Thompson outside. Off target from 3-point range.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To the middle. Warriors with the rebound. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Livingston. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feed.
And they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
Gordon a screen. Harden dishes to Gordon. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Harden's got 19 points.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
The screen from Thompson. Back to Iguodala. Now here's Livingston, guarded by Harden. Shoots from 14. Clock at 6. Here's Durant, and it's Golden State with another.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
Thompson against Gordon. Harden outside, shoots the three, and another three for Houston.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Livingston passes to Thompson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Well, when Durant came to Golden State, everyone wondered how it would impact Klay and his touches. Klay said that he wouldn't lose any touches, and you know what? He was right. He was dead on. C-Webb still got roughly the same amount of shots before and after the change.
Yeah, Kevin, all the guys did. I mean, it just shows you how this team played together and that their chemistry was so great. And with Klay, he's the type of guy, he's never going to just demand the ball. But, however, when he's open, he's going to let it fly regardless of who's on the court. And you have to appreciate his mental fortitude. He blocked everything out last year and just focused on playing the best he could.
That free throw good from Thompson.
Several times an All-Star at such a young age, Thompson still improving at every area of his game.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Curry comes in for Sean Livingston. And so Thompson nails both of them.
Well, his Splash brother might own the record, but if Curry wasn't in the league, we might talk about Klay Thompson as the best shooter ever. I mean, incredibly high three-point percentage for his career. And one of the prettiest, smoothest, nicest shooting strokes you'll ever see.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Durant just inside the line. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Durant's got 7 points for the quarter. And with Klay having claim to best shooter, if not for Curry, C-Webb, the numbers back it up. Klay has the most threes in a season for anyone not named Curry.
Well, I mean, he definitely passed the eye test as one of the greatest shooters. No wasted motion, lightning fast release. Just watching Klay is amazing with how he is able to shoot the rock.
To the inside, Iguodala. LeBron with the block.
Oh, love watching James dominate on defense. An impressive rejection artist. You better check your rear view when you're driving to the hole.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
And one reason why the Rockets were okay with letting Dwight Howard leave was because they knew that Clint Capella could fill that role. He quietly gives this team that finisher down on the block, and he has been absolutely, Chris, huge for the Rockets.
Oh, yeah, maybe the best in the league at finishing off lobs last year. Not the most spectacular, but the most consistent last year on that pick and roll because he's so active without the ball. Always moving, giving guards a target, great hands to catch and finish.
That's good from Capella.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
And here is Curry. He's got 15. The pass to Durant. Baseline J on the way. Good D by LeBron.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
There's a screen. Shoots from the elbow. That's short off the rim.
Wasted opportunity. That's a good chance right there for an easy 2 on the open jump.
And stolen by LeBron. Harden with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And it's Green missing. Iguodala kicks to Curry. Back to Iguodala. Dishes to Durant. Back to Iguodala. 5 to shoot. Over Ariza. Iguodala with the bucket. Iguodala's got his first points in this one.
Oh, and if anybody deserves a ring, Iguodala was right there at the top. A guy who gives 100% every night.
Green kicks to Harden. Back to Green. James against Iguodala. Poke loose. Iguodala with the steal. And it's the Warriors on the break. Iguodala's running outside Curry. Pass to Durant. Back to Curry. Three-pointer. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 4 assists in the game.
Oh, and the defense is getting discouraged because Steph has been unstoppable tonight.
The drive by Green. Great D that time from Green.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Curry with it. And it's Harden picking him up. Curry kicks to Durant. Outside for Curry. Drills the three-pointer. Curry's got 6 in the quarter.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Harden sets the pick for Green. Harden right side. Over Thompson. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from James Harden.
Well, if you thought the D was going to tighten up on him here in the second quarter, think again.
Durant with a screen on Harden. Curry kicks to Thompson. No good on the triple.
No three-pointers for him in the second quarter yet, but he did have one in the first.
Green against Thompson. Outside, Green. Here's Capella. And no good that time. Great D that time from Green. Harden against Curry. He kicks it to Iguodala. Thompson outside. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 6 assists now in the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Screen by Capella. Green kicks to Capella. He dishes it to Harden. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Iguodala against Ariza. Curry on the wing. Back to Iguodala. And stolen by LeBron. Harden dishes to Ariza. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
What amazing concentration from Ariza. So good at welcoming these hits and finishing in style.
And how about the career progression of Trevor Ariza? You know, he came into this league somewhat as an energy player who, you know, obviously could attack the rim. Now he's one of those guys who's primarily a 3 and D component.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. And Bahamute comes in for LeBron. And it's Paul in for James Harden. For Ariza, his first few years in the NBA, over half his shots came within a few feet of the rim. Greg, now over 2/3 of his shots are from beyond the arc.
And that's just how it goes for some players in the NBA. Ariza still, he has some bursts to finish at the rim, but has turned himself into a deep threat, and he's always been a presence with his defense as well.
Clock at 4. Got a piece of it. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Now the feed to Paul. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Warriors leading by 11. Now Thompson. He's got 18. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Thompson. That's 12 points for Kevin Durant.
Durant knows he has the size to battle with anyone down low and just goes right up for the finish.
Green with the ball. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Nene with the screen on Thompson. Paul left side. Over Green. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. 7 points for Chris Paul.
Artful use of the screen there. Gains the separation he needs for a good look.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Draymond, a strong first half offensively for the team. What are you doing right?
I mean, we're just letting them show us what's open. You know, you got to just make sure we stay patient on the offensive end and let them tell us what play to make, where the open man is. We've been doing a great job of that. We got to keep it up in the second half.
Yeah, the defense leads you to the open man. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime
Welcome
Show.
back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We're going to break down all the action from the first half. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 21 points and 1 block. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. You know, I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench was. Matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about Houston?
Well, they're giving up too many high percentage looks, Ernie. They're not closing down the lane, and they're not going hard on the perimeter. That will get an L in any book.
That's it for now as the second half's just about ready to go.
Welcome back to the Toyota Center, everyone. That's a look at our broadcast location tonight here in downtown Houston, Texas. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
And through the first 2 quarters, he was dynamite from beyond.
Yeah, I'm surprised the defense didn't do a better job of adjusting. I mean, extending out on him a little bit more.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half, it's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Clay in the backcourt. Durant and Draymond Green, talented forward duo. And it's McGee in at the 5, roaming the paint. On the wing, Thompson. Outside Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Curry's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Warriors. LeBron against Green. Harden right side. And he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle too.
Oh, that's just fantastic concentration by Harden. Taking the hit like a champ, draining the shot.
And Chris, you were only briefly with the Warriors at the start and the end of your career, but you had plenty of big moments with that club. Any stand out to you as a favorite?
Oh, well, I think the playoffs, you know, almost averaging a triple-double in the playoffs, for me, it was something very special. You know, going behind the back on my good friend Sir Charles, of course, is one of the first experiences I had there, and also my first NBA game. I mean, being in front of those crazy fans in Oakland, that atmosphere is unlike any other, and jump ball and winning and scoring my first bucket. You know, so many special moments there. Rookie of the Year, being awarded that with my father at center court there at that arena is something I'll never forget.
Curry kicks to Thompson. McGee sets the pick for Thompson. Clock at 6. The shot's good from McGee. McGee's got his second bucket. Rockets trail by 13. Screen by Capella. Puts up a 3, and Harden gets it to go in on the assist by LeBron. And that's now 33 points for James Harden. Curry passes to McGee. Back to Curry. Outside Durant. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Houston. James has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Pass to Harden. At the top of the key, Capella. Back to Harden. Capella sets a screen for Harden. Trying to find Capella, gets it to him. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Capella's got 5 now.
Solid start to the half for them. 3 of 4 from the field now.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Passes it to Durant. Outside, Green. McGee sets the pick for Green. Down low. McGee's shot is off.
Thought he was going to be able to take advantage of the D there. He had the space. Trevor Ariza, the veteran out of UCLA, he still gives you a little bit of everything on the wing. He's great in transition. He can hit shots from anywhere, but, you know, he's always been a leader.
Rockets have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. And he knocks down the first one. That one is no good.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Here's the lob to the hoop. It's stolen by Capella. Ariza outside. Feeds it to Harden. From the arc. Another miss by Houston. And with Ariza, you think back to when he was a young player finding his way in this NBA out of UCLA, and Kobe took him under his wing when they played together for the Lakers, and now he is paying it forward. He's helping young players.
Yeah, he has a great work ethic instilled in him from with his time with Kobe. He's always been a leader. He knows how things work in this league, and Ariza, he's showing all the younger players on his team the ins and outs of how to succeed.
Warriors leading by 6. Here's Curry. 24 points for him. Green, the screen. Thompson from long range. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
The ability to hit this consistently from deep, it must feel like a layup to Clay at this point.
Harden against Thompson. Capella with a screen on Thompson. Reeves the dishes to James. Here's Capella. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 3 assists in the game.
And Capella is very efficient down deep, using his muscle to get off the shots he wants inside.
Green against LeBron. Green kicks to McGee. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Oh, well, the Rockets have a pretty simple game plan. Put up a ton of threes and get as many deep threats on the floor as you can.
And often we can exaggerate about how much a team hoists up the threes, but it isn't an exaggeration with the Rockets. They do it at a record pace.
Oh, yeah, at times last season, almost half of their shots were from 3. By far the most three-point attempts in the league. I mean, you look at their offensive numbers, and clearly it was the right approach for them.
That's good from McGee. And Chris, usually the guys who score a lot of points get all the attention. But if you had to pick some who don't get a lot of credit for the way they fill it up, who would some of those names be?
that's tough. I think anytime you have a guy like DeMarcus Cousins, who's a big guy and one of the top leading 5 scorers in the league, I think he doesn't get enough credit for scoring. His teammate, Anthony Davis, probably because of his record and his team not winning as much, doesn't get enough credit. Kawhi Leonard, because he's quiet and unassuming, doesn't grab that credit. And then you got guys like Gordon Hayward, who's just coming onto the scene, Kemba Walker, who's exciting, and Jimmy Butler. I mean, it's a lot of guys that don't get enough credit. And you want to go to the West Coast and go back to point guards. Go to Damian Lillard, who felt he was snubbed as an all-star. But that's the great thing about this league. There's so many great players. You better play hard every night to get some credit, because if not, someone else is deserving to have their name up there just as well.
Stolen by McGee. And now Curry running the floor all by himself. That one good for 2. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And Curry making his presence felt on D with the steal leading to the break. He finds ways to impact games with far more than just his shooting.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Well, the Rockets, Chris, aren't known for their defense, but it probably gets a worse rap than it should. They allow a lot of points, but it's mostly due to their pace of play.
And part of that is just a viewpoint from the past few years. I mean, Harden says he's recommitted himself to the defensive end, which has helped set the tone. Defense does just enough to let their offense win games.
Paul with the ball. Now Green defending. There's the dish to Harden. Lob pass to Capella. That one's not going to go. And Golden State will come the other way. At one point, they led by 16. Curry kicks to Green, and it's Green with the jam.
Recognizing the defensive imbalance, Curry quickly locates the open man.
Ariza outside. Kicks it to Paul. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Stephen Curry.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
Well, Chris Paul signing the big contract this past offseason, and you knew he'd end up with one of the biggest deals out there, and his impact on a team goes far beyond just stats.
First one falls for him. Well, Greg, Houston wanted Chris Paul, and they got their man. One of the bigger surprises, certainly, of the offseason.
Yeah, and without Paul on this roster, this team isn't in the conversation for winning. You need him to keep your window of winning open, and he is just that impactful and makes everyone on the floor better.
And he makes both free throws.
And as great of a free throw shooter as he is, it's still a part of his game. He works very hard at it.
Now here's Curry. 26 points for him. Thompson inside the line. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Harden the pass to Paul. He feeds it to Capella.
Look, it would be a huge boost for them if he could start knocking these down.
The shot, no good. The shot by Thompson, no good. Rockets trail by 10. Ariza dishes to Harden. Screen by Capella. Durant against Ariza. Screen by Capella. Just 5 to shoot. The 19-foot shot. The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Rockets. Durant kicks to Curry. The basket good off the assist from Durant. That's 28 points for Steph Curry.
And Kevin, he's practically doubling his assist totals over the back half of his career. Durant's a more than willing facilitator. Whatever helps his team win, he's willing to do it.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Trying to come back, Kevin, and you can't afford too many mistakes. His fourth turnover hampering their efforts.
McGee a screen. Green passes to Thompson. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. And now it's a 12-point Warrior lead. Paul dishes to Harden. Capella sets a screen for Ariza. Capella with a screen on Green. Paul for three. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
Never committed to setting a good pick right there. I mean, and as a result, the D was able to stick to him and get a hand in his face.
McGee's shot is off.
That's a great job to converge on him inside and prevent that easy.
Over in the corner, Paul. Paul can't get that one to fall.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Thompson for three. And it's Thompson again missing.
Oh, man, you can't get much better look from three-point range than that one. That just wasn't in rhythm.
James kicks to Ariza. And the three ball is good. Ariza's got 8 points.
Ariza just totally broke down the defense, exploiting any space they gave him off that pass.
Timeout called the Warriors. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And one thing that everyone was concerned about with the Warriors was that they had lost too much on defense when they signed Durant. Ended up not being the case at all.
Not at all. It took them a few weeks to gel, but they went right back to being a top defensive team. And when you look at Durant, his play, he was one of the best two-way players in the league that past season. And it still has defense that could win them games, even if their offense is struggling.
For the Rockets, P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Ariza. And Eric Gordon subbed in for Chris Paul. The Warriors also with a sub. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Thompson. And Capella sends it back. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
I mean, and just think about it, Kevin. With Harden, he can score from just about anywhere, even the locker room. I mean, when he's scoring from a number of spots, the D is in for a long day.
Livingston passes to Green. It's Durant on the wing. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. Andre Iguodala is checked in for JaVale McGee. Rockets trail by 7. Harden kicks to Gordon. Back to Harden. LeBron James on the wing. He's covered by Iguodala. James against Iguodala. James in the post. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Durant's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And here's Livingston, and stolen by Gordon. Now the pass to Harden. Capella with a screen on Curry. In the corner, it's James. Iguodala with the steal. Outside Curry. Dishes it to Livingston. Over Gordon. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Livingston's got 6 points. Houston's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Pass to Harden from deep. Hits the three-point bomb.
Oh, that's just the confidence Harden has in himself. I mean, ready to fire as soon as he receives the pass.
Curry kicks to Durant. Green with a screen on Harden. Iguodala outside. Green the screen. And it's Iguodala missing.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
Here's Harden, and that's going to be a travel. Nick Young's checked in for Golden State. Warriors leading by 6. Curry kicks to Iguodala. They set the screen. He dishes it to Young. Takes a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got 3 assists in the game. Houston's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Gordon kicks to Capella. And there's the feed to Harden. And another 3 for Houston.
Oh, this guy, his motor is always the same. No matter what the score of the game is, he always remains aggressive.
Screen by Young. Outside Curry. Over Harden. Curry can't get it to go. Rockets trail by 6. 55 seconds left in the third quarter. Gordon dishes to Harden. Screen by Capella. Harden the pass to Capella. Clock at 6. Harden with it. And Curry picks him up defensively.
And 2 for 1. That's what they'd like to get right now.
Yeah, this could come down to the correct play call. Let's see what they do right here.
From deep, Green. Another 3 for Golden State.
He's a gamer. Draymond unaffected by the hand in his face.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Back to Harden. This one for 3. They get it back. Capella. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Kevin Durant. The first free throw is good.
Wow, and the big man Capella has proven to be a reliable role player, a strong physical presence who takes smart shots and contributes well on D.
So he gets them both. 16 seconds left here in the third quarter. Green against Young. Green the screen. Curry outside. No good that time. And so it's the Golden State Warriors bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their defensive mindset clearly focused on clamping down on LeBron James, and their game plan is working. Back right after this. Just 1 quarter left in regulation. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Warriors leading by 7. They've got P.J. Tucker, Paul out there with Gerald Green. Then there's Nene. And it's Mba Amute in the power forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And that's now 27 points for Klay Thompson. Nene, the screen. Paul outside. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Yeah, he's like a magician out there. Paul shows you only what he wants you to see. Then he hits you with the reveal.
Now here's Livingston, guarded closely over Paul. 6 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Pulls it from 20. And it's Nene with the rebound.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's Tucker. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
That's just an attack mindset. I love it. Game on the line. He's out competing guys.
From 11 feet away, Bell's shot is good. And the Warriors lead by 7. Rocket shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Green with a screen for Paul. Outside, Green. And Tucker kicks to Nene. That one misses. Good D by Bell. Warriors leading by 7. Livingston dishes to Thompson. Screen by Young. Livingston passes to Thompson. That 3 off the mark. Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Green kicks to Mbamute. Houston moving it around. Launches it. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. Young outside. Pass to Looney. He kicks it to Livingston. Off the screen. Count the basket.
Oh, that's just a smart decision by Livingston. No one stops the ball, so what does he do? He takes it himself.
Now here's Paul. He's covered by Livingston. Nene with the screen on Bell. Here's Green over Thompson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Chris, as we know, the Warriors are expected to move over to a brand new arena in San Francisco in the upcoming years. Actually, ground broke in early 2017.
Well, it's always going to be the Bay Area's team, that's for sure. I've seen the renderings of the new stadium, and they look absolutely amazing. You just hope it keeps the same atmosphere and it allows the same fans to come.
Free throw good, Green.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And Nick Young loves scoring and lightheartedly jokes about his defense.
Oh, yeah, we always want players to be so serious about the game. There's a flip side to that. A teammate like Young who comes in every day with a smile on his face, it can lighten the mood in the locker room.
Nene, the screen, off the pick. Oh! No. That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish.
No.
That was a terrific replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Young outside. They set the pick. To the inside. Here's Thompson. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Thompson's got 29 in the game.
And there, just the wingspan of Thompson. He's not just tall for the 2-guard. He has plus length.
And the wide open shot from Green. No good with the triple. Warriors leading by 8. Livingston with it. Chris Paul covering. Young outside. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Tucker. Young's shot is off. For Houston, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. Over in the corner, Paul. Back to Tucker. Right wing. Here is Mbamute. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
All day. That's money for him. The defense will think twice about leaving him next time.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. LeBron's checked in for Houston. Harden comes in for Gerald Green. He's checked in for the Warriors. Iguodala comes in for Nick Young. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. He gave them props for their defense. He said, the defense has been outstanding. Keep pressuring them, forcing turnovers, and we can win this one. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Here's Livingston. And the Warriors miss again. Rockets trail by 5. Paul kicks it to Tucker. Iguodala with the steal. And the rejection by James. They shoot again. Hits it despite the hat. Great strong finish. And he'll go to the line for one more. It's on Nene.
Well, you know, some people say Andre Iguodala is on the decline as an offensive option, but his impact on the floor is still clear as day. He keeps the ball moving with his great spacing. He keeps that tempo and that pace, and he's still a strong finisher because he only takes high percentage shots that he's comfortable with.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Nene, and Trevor Ariza has subbed in for P.J. Tucker. The free throw drops for Iguodala. And with Iguodala, he isn't going to be a double-digit scorer again, it seems, the former All-Star. But you know what, Chris? He is still incredibly valuable, so productive just with his floor presence.
Iguodala is a perfect example, Kevin, of a guy who can change the game without even putting up a lot of stats. The defense that he brings to the table, that isn't slowing down either.
Curry kicks to Iguodala. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Green with a screen on Paul. Here's Curry. Here's Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 5 assists in the game. Rockets trail by 8. Harden outside. Inside. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Durant. Thompson in the corner. Durant up top, covered by LeBron. Over James. No good off the back of the rim.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Harden against Thompson. Harden kicks to James. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
You've got to guard James from the perimeter. He has worked on his 3-ball a lot over the years.
Curry dishes to Thompson. They set the pick. Curry with it. He's picked up by Paul. Green, the screen. Shoots over Capella and count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Well, I love how he used his strength that time to get a shot up. A powerful player who continues to get better. Well, you hear the term coach on the floor often, but it's usually reserved for point guards, but Draymond Green deserves that title too. He's the general for this team when calling out defensive plays and assignments. I mean, Draymond essentially just helps run the team's defense every trip down the floor.
One shot, gentlemen.
And with Draymond, a lot of guys can just bark out stuff on defense. But you know what? He studies the opposition. He watches a lot of tape, and really he is so prepared, Chris, going into a game.
Well, you don't get considered to be one of the best defenders in the league without working like Draymond. He'll break down film on specific players to learn their tendencies. If you miss an assignment, he'll get right in your face about it, regardless of who you are.
And it's Capella missing.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time. He continues to be their go-to guy. If they close this game out, his stamp will be all over this win.
Here's LeBron, and James throws it down.
James is effective at getting near the basket. Always look to dunking it home.
Curry passes to Durant. Over James. No good from Durant. Rockets trail by 9. LeBron outside. Harden inside the three-point line. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Durant's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And Curry has it in the corner. Capella against Durant. To the middle. It's stolen by Capella. Harden outside. Passes it to Paul. It's Ariza on the wing. Over Thompson. That's short off the rim. Warriors leading by 9. Curry with it. He's picked up by Paul. And it's Houston on the break. Harden's got the...
Oh, wow. Look out.
It's a beautiful jam.
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
Green kicks to Iguodala. Green, the screen. Feeds it to Thompson. Shot off the pick. No good that time. So Houston will take it the other way. Paul against Curry. It's stolen by Green. Thompson for 3. The Rockets pull it in. Now Paul. There's a screen. Ariza outside. Lets the 3 fly. Houston working now with the new shot clock. Lob pass to Capella. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Shot to end this cold run. Chalk up 2 there. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half.
It's easy to see why Green is considered an elite defender. He's terrific at getting under the skin of his opponents.
To the middle. Iguodala with the steal. And it's the Warriors on the break. Curry with a wide open look. Here's Durant. And taken away by Paul. James against Iguodala. LeBron kicks to Ariza. Paul with the ball. Over Curry. 4 on the shot clock. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Chris Paul. Golden State's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Green, the screen. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Rebounded by Capella.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Love the attitude of James. When it's an important moment, he demands the rock and delivers.
Warriors leading by 5. Thompson with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Thompson dishes to Iguodala. Here's Green, and the rejection by James. Paul kicks to Harden. Over Thompson. Here's Capella, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Capella's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, man, Capella absolutely destroys the opposition on the offensive glass, using that gigantic body of his to snag down second chance opportunity.
And Thompson kicks to Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's now 33 points for Steph Curry.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
And defensively, you know he's feeling good right now. And as the opposing team, you better adjust your scheme accordingly.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're trailing by 6. 50 seconds left in the game. A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Klay Thompson.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight. because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's James. Ariza outside. Here's Capella. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And as he squares up from mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
There's 31 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. This one just all but in the books.
Yeah, too many points, not enough time.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. James kicks to Paul. Sinks it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Yeah, and it only takes a few shots for Paul to get going. The D has got to be worried. No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Shooting 2.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
And the 2-time league MVP, Steph Curry, one of only 2 active guys to win the MVP more than once in well over a decade.
Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
I know he feels good about that. A perfect trip to the line further extends the lead.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're down by 7. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole. It's hard to climb out of.
Well, they can only blame themselves. A few missed opportunities, some miscues that they'd like to have back. It all adds up.
The dish to Ariza. It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
Oh, man, and that shot defies the word clutch. I mean, Ariza coming through yet again.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Two shots.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Paul for 3. The shot that time not on target. So we see the Warriors get the win here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.